Welcome to Not Just Buildings, where we tell the stories of businesses, organizations, and institutions in the area of Bedford, Virginia, which we do by talking to the real local people working behind the scenes. This podcast is hosted by the Bedford Area Chamber of Commerce, a membership organization whose mission is to serve as a catalyst for local business success, a convener of regional leadership, and a champion for a vibrant and resilient economy. Before we get to the interview, I want to share some of the things we have going on at the Chamber. We offer a little bit of everything for everyone, from professional development and regional job fairs to grand opening celebrations, school partnerships, and fun networking events. So, I encourage you to stick around to learn about what's next. However, if you want to jump ahead to today's interview, no worries. You can find all of our programming on bedfordareachamber.com, and I'll drop our phone number at the very end of this episode, so make sure to listen all the way through.
Just like every week, the Chamber has tons of stuff going on. Last week, we were able to celebrate the grand opening of Growing Grace Academy out in Benton, and we also were able to host State of Bedford with our town manager and county administrator at the county administration building. So those are both great events. Next week, next Friday, August 28th from 10:30 to 2, we have our fall job fair. That will be at Blue Ridge Community Church in New London, and registration for exhibitors will close on Monday the 24th at 5 p.m. So if you're a hiring business, you don't have to be a chamber member. Just go to bedfordareachamber.com and make sure you claim your booth before Monday at 5. You can learn about all of our events, everything we have going on bedfordareachamber.com. Just click on the events tab. But that is enough from the Chamber. We want to get to today's guests. We're so excited today. We have the Hill City Howlers. We have Kyle and Matt with us today. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Thank you guys for joining today. Before we get into the episode, can you just tell me a little bit more about yourselves, your background, how you got involved with the Howlers?
Yeah, so my name's Kyle Vincent. Going into probably my 15th season in sports. Started off in Richmond, Virginia, where I'm from, working for the Flying Squirrels, like a game day staff there, before finally starting my career out in Reno, Nevada. Had a few other stops along the way before making it out to Lynchburg, and now I'm the director of ticket sales here with the Hill City Howlers. This is just completing my second season here with the team.
Perfect.
I'm Matt Ramstead, also about 15 years of experience in sports, born and raised in Washington State, and had stops along the way in Idaho, Montana, and then this is about my 9th season here in Lynchburg, so I love the area and happy to be going for number 10.
Well, that's awesome. Obviously one of the biggest changes this year was the rebrand to the Howlers from the Hillcats. So take us back to the beginning, like where the idea came from, a little bit of the background of the rebrand.
So the team was sold in October of 2024, and that was one of the first initiatives from the new owner was rebrand. And that happens all the time when minor league sports, someone comes in, they want to make some changes. And so it all started pretty early. And then, it was a pretty chaotic experience. A lot of things you don't think about. You have to change from the business cards to this, to every color in the ballpark. And it took about a year and a half to complete. And it was kind of interesting. We won the championship last year as the Hillcats. And then a month later, we announced a rebrand. So it's kind of like everyone's like, why'd you make changes? Like it's been a year and a half to get to that moment. So, but it was a long process, but I think it's been received pretty well. Not a lot of complaints. And, the people that would complain, we look them up in our ticket system. They hadn't bought a ticket in years. So it's, if you like baseball, you like coming out with your friends, family, your coworkers, it's still baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. And so was it the new owners that chose the name and all that, or was that like staff got to be part of that kind of process?
So the owner, he's pretty creative, and he has a movie experience and all that stuff. So he's came with a lot of ideas on that kind of stuff. And we just let him, we sell the hot dogs, whatever the team name is, we're happy to rep the brand. But that was mostly his idea.
Yeah. So now that it's been almost a full season as the Howlers, you feel like you guys are kind of you've got it under your belt now. You've really accepted the identity. The community has accepted it. You guys feel comfortable with it?
Oh yeah, definitely. It took a while when we would answer the phones like, "Hello, this is the Lynchburg Hillcats" and stuff like that. So, but yeah, after a few months now, it's definitely gotten used to the Hill City Howlers brand, and seeing the logo out in public. So yeah, it's awesome to see.
It's so fun. We did a rebrand for the chamber like 2 years ago, and you're right. There's just so much that goes into it that you don't think about, just having to change every little thing. And you guys are obviously much bigger than the chamber, so you have to go through a lot more hoops.
Yeah, it was kind of, I have probably 45 polos, jackets, endless
Right.
Hellcats attire. And then it's like, what do I wear? And so then the budget's like, oh, we spend, they say, a few dollars on the staff every year. It's like, no, this budget has to be huge because
Yeah.
you need polos, jackets, vests, everything that you don't. It was a lot to get there, but it was fun.
And especially after almost 10 years of accumulating
Yes.
that clothing.
And we try to be on brand. We don't try to wear the old stuff just
Right.
to, represent the new identity and all that. So it's been interesting.
So if there's anyone that has never been to a Hillcats or a Howlers game, just give us kind of like a quick introduction. Like, who are the Howlers and what kind of experience can people expect when they go to a game?
Yeah, so kind of the way I describe it is when you come out to a game, you walk up the stairs, either you take the elevator and you get on the concourse and you can start smelling some of the smoked meats that we have on our smoker, and it's just kind of got those smells of popcorn, peanuts in the air. So that kind of is the first initial thing that hits you when you come to the ballpark. Usually at the top of the stairs, we'll have our mascot Indy there greeting folks. So it's really cool to see the new mascot, kind of people excited to see him, get their picture taken with Indy the mascot, as well as go out and see some of the different we have different wrappings throughout the ballpark with some of the different characters. So the Howlers, we have like 5 or 6 different mascots. We have Daisy, which is like the Bride of Frankenstein, Murray the Mummy, Victor the Vampire. So you kind of see those different characters throughout the ballpark. And then we recently renovated our team store this year. So that's been an awesome team store. It's probably one of the best in minor league baseball, definitely at this level, minor league baseball. So it's been really cool to see that transition of the team store. But yeah, it's just really good family fun entertainment, very affordable. So it's just a great time, something to do. We have fireworks every Saturday night. So it's just really great for the family to come on out, enjoy a couple hours away from home, and kind of just relax.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were talking earlier this week. It seems like there has been quite a bit of investment in the ballpark itself. So just tell us a little bit about some new things that fans can expect or have been able to experience the last few months.
Yeah, so we had a very aggressive renovation planned for this season, which kind of fell through. But for this season, we updated all of our skyboxes. I believe you guys came out to a game and, new furniture, paint, and just make it upscale a little bit because it was kind of stuck in the 2004 with the carpet and the sofas. And so we just wanted to make it a little bit more modern. Brand new team store, which is really exciting. And then the wraps around the ballpark. But for the future, we'll have next season, we'll have a full extension. So our skybox level ends currently to right field. It's going to build out to have like a 250 person indoor-outdoor space. So we'll be able to host year-round events, catering events, Christmas parties, things like that. And then we'll have a play area for kids. I think we have a playhouse, inflatables, playground for younger kids. So going into next season, we're going to have a lot of year-round experiences for kids and families to enjoy, and companies as well.
Mm-hmm.
This year it was a little bit of a difficult thing of like what's going to be done, what's not going to be done. It's construction, things happen, delays. And so I think the staff, we kind of roll with the punches a little bit of, what are we going to be having? But I think the fans have been pretty acceptable of like, hey, this isn't ideal, but next year we're going to have like the real cool stuff.
Yeah. Well, every year for the last, at least since I've been at the chamber for 5 years, we've been coming at least one game a year, and we invite chamber members and board members, and everyone who came this year was like, did they redo these skyboxes? I was like, yeah, it seems like it's all newly updated. They were awesome. But you guys also have a new third base bar. Tell us a little bit about that.
So hopefully it'll be done end of this week.
Okay.
There was a few delays in that, construction. But yeah, it'll be a double-decker bar. So it'll be a great space for people to hang out, corporate events, and yeah, we're really excited to see that opened up hopefully on Tuesday. But yeah, it's piece by piece, something new every week. And we're excited to hopefully get that thing going. So
Yeah, you just never know with construction and trying to get new stuff added.
yeah, the final inspection, you think you're going to be good, and then there's an
Right.
outlet that's something off, and it's just
Yeah.
But yeah, so that'll be the coolest thing for the last week. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So beyond just kind of watching the game, what type of experience are you guys trying to create with some of these new updates, the updates to the skybox and the new bars and things like that?
I think the main goal, and you can speak to it too, but I think that it's to bring in, because we have our core fans that just love baseball, right? We want to get the younger crowd, because we have the family and the businesses, but how do you get the 25 to 35 that may be, in college, out of college? How do you get those people excited about it? Because it's not just about the game, because like baseball is a pastime, it's the backdrop. But what are you doing with your friends? Where's the coolest place to hang out? So that bar, that could be an interesting space for you to come out on a Thursday night with a couple of your friends. So I think we're trying to create spaces for families, business owners, and then just individuals just to hang out. And the game is the game. We have no control of wins and losses or how they're doing, but we can control how's the food, how's your experience, how's our service. I think one thing we do provide is really good customer service from our ushers and full-time staff will always walk around, like always a friendly face, because we can only control what we can control, but I think we do a pretty fair job of giving you at least a good experience on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have anything you want to add to that? So looking ahead to 2027, I know you said you guys had a lot of plans and, you just can't always control timelines, but are there any things that you can speak to that we're looking forward to maybe in the next year or two, adding to the park, adding to the experience, anything like that?
Yeah, so Matt kind of touched on that sky deck. That's going to be an awesome feature here in Lynchburg. That's going to be a really premium space, like you mentioned, being able to host corporate events outside of baseball season. We have a great backdrop. It's a great place to kind of host a little event, and you can see the field, see the mountains. So it's really beautiful. I think next year, what I'm really most excited about is some of our kids areas. Right now, we just have like a spin the wheel that they can play on, and then sometimes kids will get chosen for in between inning games, but it's not for all kids. So when we have these play areas that we're looking to build next year, that's going to really enhance the experience for families coming out to the ballpark. Mom and dad can let their kid go play in the playground and they can drink a beer and watch the game, so I think that's going to be really exciting for next year, just really adding to that family experience down at the ballpark.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds awesome. So I guess kind of circling back to this season, you have a packed final week, it sounds like, coming up. So just give us kind of the rundown, what fans can look forward to as we come to the end of the season.
Yeah, so Tuesday night, we've been working with Lynchburg Regional Alliance for a night for those members there to come on out. And we'd love to open it up for the Bedford Chamber as well to come on out completely free. Can bring out all your staff, friends, family to come on out and hopefully, fingers crossed, check out that new bar area to be the first glance at that before we go into the off season. But then kind of later in the week, Thursday night, we're having a Lynchburg College night. So Lynchburg College will come out. They'll bring all their students, staff. That'll be a huge night. The mascot comes out. It's always fun seeing their mascot interact with our mascot. Usually Southpaw, but it'll be Indy now. So that's really cool to see.
That's been the hardest thing, actually. Southpaw
Yeah.
is beloved. So we kept him around because we had some delays getting the new mascot in.
Okay.
But keeping Southpaw around was like the big thing for the community.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah, so Southpaw will still stick around. Not going to be at every game, but he's definitely going to be making his appearances throughout the season and still going out to different community events because, yeah, he's probably the biggest local celebrity we have here in the area. But yeah, after that Lynchburg College night, one that we're really excited about too is it's going to be our Faith and Family night on Friday night. We actually been reaching out to a ton of churches here in the area. We already have over 20 some churches signed up for the night. It'll be a nice night of worship music, very family oriented that night. And then kind of what we're most excited about is we're going to have a post game concert with the Liberty Worship Collective. So they do a really great job. They're one of the biggest worship collectives in the country. And so we're really excited to be able to host them out at the ballpark and kind of really tie off a great night with their performance after the game. But I'll let Matt talk on a couple other events going on this week as well.
Yeah, on Saturday we have it's a lot going on, but a Mustache for Kids night.
Okay.
So obviously that's a very large thing in the region for raising money for kids. Last year we build the night because it's also with our youth league part 2. So all the fall sports in the region, all the kids come out, parades and all that fun stuff. And somehow it almost competes with 4th of July for attendance. So we built this absolute monster of an evening. It's great for the community. I mean, it's one of my favorite nights of the year.
Yeah.
We'll have a jersey. All the proceeds go to Mustache for Kids, and so it'll help raise money for 35 kids charities. And then I think Sunday we just have it's the fan appreciation night, but also afternoon, I guess. And then we have what giveaway?
Stockings.
Yeah,
like a Christmas stocking that looks like a baseball stirrup sock.
Oh, cool.
So it's a pretty cool giveaway, as well as on that Faith and Family night, we're also giving away a bobble belly. So we haven't touched on it in this interview, but we do have another alternative identity called the Luchadors. And so one of the Luchador mascots is a guy named El Gordo. So it's a wrestler.
He's a large fella.
And so instead of the classic bobble head, we're doing a bobble belly. So he's a wrestler and his belly shakes. So that's a really cool giveaway. So if Faith and Family night doesn't get you out to the ballpark, maybe the bobble belly will get you out that Friday.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last year, this homestand was actually our biggest homestand ever, and we're tracking this to be even bigger than that. And it's kind of impressive because usually the last week of the season is kind of tough because you have the people going back to school and holidays and stuff. But Lynchburg shows up the last week.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
That is awesome. It seems like, so many of these things that you guys are doing, you're partnering with schools and kids and different charities. Tell us just a little bit about what partnerships like this mean to the Howlers and why you feel like it's so important to partner with so many different people and groups and organizations.
I think that's the most beautiful thing about working in minor league baseball is that we can be a friend to everybody, every community member. Throughout the whole season, we have so many different theme nights and organizations we like to partner with because we just want to be a resource for the community. Come to the game for a couple hours, ignore the problems of the world. We're not about anything. It's just a peaceful place to be. And the stuff that really makes me happy, for example, we hire several special needs employees, and someone came up to me and thanked us for doing that. And so doing those little things, in the community, we have a theme night that means something to you. It's just that's why we do this. There's a lot of hard days, long season, but we like to partner with everyone, and getting those comments occasionally really makes you feel good about, hey, we are doing good in this community.
Yeah.
So we like to just cast a wide net and try to touch as many lives as possible.
Well, that is just awesome. It's so nice too, in a time where it seems like everybody's really quick to share negative feedback with you, and you have people that go out of their way specifically to give you positive feedback is just so nice. So you talked a little bit about how the game is there, the game is going on, you really can't control how that part is going to go, but what y'all control is the experience and your staff and the customer service and all that. So there's obviously such a bigger kind of community piece to just the whole baseball game and the whole experience. So how do you guys see the Howlers fitting in just to the greater Lynchburg area? I know we've touched on the community partnerships and things like that, but what do you guys see as your role kind of in the area?
I think it just touched on a little bit, but I think our role is just to be completely immersed in the community because that's all that's our job, is to get into the community, be a part of organizations, charities, give away our time, and just to be a resource for the community and escape from reality. So that's what I'm on several boards and try to give back as much as I can personally. But as an organization, I think we want to be seen as someone that's just a friend and an easy place to hang out, and supportive of different organizations.
Yeah, I think creating memories is also something that is so important. I can't tell you how many people I've met throughout my time here in Lynchburg these last couple of seasons, where you're talking to someone who's like, yeah, I remember throwing the first pitch out here when I was 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 65-year-old man you're talking to, and his grandson's going to go out and throw the first pitch now. So it's just so cool creating those memories for families that they can keep with them forever. I mean, it's on our end, it's a free thing to do a first pitch for someone, but that memory lasts for the rest of their life. I got to throw out a first pitch at a Hill City Howlers game in front of 1,000 some fans. So I just think creating those, Matt touched on it a lot, but yeah, just creating those memories is just something that I think we do a great job at, and seeing different generations come back out to the ballpark. People that saw Darryl Strawberry play. There's been people that came out to games in the 50s, and now they're out with their great grandkids. So it's just creating those lifelong memories is something that I think we do a really good job with the Howlers.
And then not just only fans, but also staff members. We have people we have 3 generations of people working, like grandma, mom, daughter. And so it's just seeing that as well. Like, this is a place they want to spend their time. And because you can work anywhere, right, seasonally, but we have such a good staff because like it's an enjoyable place, and because they have the connection with those fans as well.
Yeah.
And so it just becomes a family from the fans' perspective or their employees. So I think we have a really good thing going.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know every time I come over there every summer, I'll see our, the server, whoever is like helping us in the skybox. I'll see them and I'm like, you look so familiar. And we can never figure out why we know each other. And I'm like, actually, you've just worked here for several years. And that's the only reason I recognize you. But it just, I think, speaks to the community that you guys have there, because you have these younger people that are staying for years and years and seem to really enjoy what they do, always have just a smiling face and so helpful. They're awesome. And I also have a story from when I was probably 7 or 8. There was like a shampoo thing or something. I don't know if a company just like donated hair care products or something, but my little sister and I, they had us on either side of the field, and we had to like shake our hair around or something, and whoever got the loudest clap got this free shampoo basket. So I don't know. It ended up going to our house either way because it was me and my sister. But but yeah, it seems like so many people around here have just fun little, just little stories like that.
No, I know. Like growing up, I remember I did a couple like infield games for the Squirrels, or it was the Brace at the time. And it's like you said, you remember that for the rest of your life and stuff. So yeah, that's a really cool lasting memory.
So we've talked a lot about how you guys like partner with different businesses and organizations and things like that. So for any local business or college or organization that has never been involved with you, but they might be interested in it, what are some opportunities that they have? What's the best way to kind of get involved with you?
Yeah, so I mean, we have a ton of different opportunities to get involved with the Howlers. As far as simple as just coming out to a ball game as a group, we have discounted group tickets. We also are really proactive on helping organizations fundraise. So if you're an organization or a nonprofit that would love to come out to the game, also would like to raise money for your organization, we can definitely help out with that. We have tabling opportunities at the stadium. So if you have like an upcoming event you would like to promote, we have different opportunities to kind of come out, be on the concourse in front of our fans, and promote those different opportunities, as well as also more of a corporate advertising side, signs on the concourse, billboards, night sponsorships. Just there's a ton of different ways. Matt probably can give you a little more detail.
I think you nailed it. So, but there's lots of opportunities. We don't like to present something. We like to talk to you first, figure out what your needs are, and figure it out from there. Like, every business is different. What's your need? What's your goal out of the partnership? So the initial conversations are just like what are you looking for? And we can tailor pretty much anything to any business's needs, which is, again, with minor league baseball, we have that flexibility. Like some businesses, it's pretty corporate. We're still pretty mom and pop in that we have our goals and we need to hit, but we can definitely make it work for every business or company.
Okay, perfect. So inevitably there will be someone who listens to this interview that has lived here for years and has never attended a Howlers game. So what would be your spiel to them about why they should come to a game?
I think, well, mine is always, we're really blessed to have this. There's 120 communities in the United States that have this. And so Lynchburg we're blessed to have this as an opportunity. We're one of the smallest markets in the country to have this, and to have the trust from Major League Baseball in Cleveland to offer this, and the high level of play and the support from the city to make sure the stadium is as nice as it is, and the field and everything. So I think my spiel is always like, we are so blessed. And so, a lot of people are like, well, what happens to that restaurant that closed down? Well, did you go? You know what I mean? So I think it's really important to understand that, this is a really cool opportunity that only 120 cities in the country have. And so I think that's always my spiel. Like, this is a great opportunity to be a part of something special.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. So we've covered some partnerships, things you have going on at the end of the season, new things that you've added this year, the rebrand. What do you think you're most excited about for next season?
Yeah, personally, I'm most excited for adding those different like playgrounds and elements for the kids. I think right now we don't have as much things for kids as we once had. I know in the past we had bounce houses and stuff like that, and I always get asked on the phone, "Do you guys still have the bounce houses? Are the bounce houses going to be open?" So I think being able to provide this brand new playground, brand new area for kids to kind of play and not necessarily have to watch the baseball game the entire time is what personally I'm most excited about. I think it's going to be a great opportunity, like I said, for mom and dad to kind of relax, let their son or daughter play on the playground, and they can just enjoy some free time themselves. But what do you think, Matt?
I would agree. Also, I'm just really tired of change. It's like the rebrand and then like all the planning for the renovation. I just want to see everything done.
Yes.
And just be like, hey guys, this is what we have. This is awesome. Like the kids area is going to be amazing. And I just want to see it all done. And I'm tired of getting the measuring tape out all the time, or like who doing this or that, or engineer meetings. Like, I'm not an engineer. I don't know. So I'm excited for it all to be done, and it's just going to be beautiful. And yeah, I'm just excited for it all to be completed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be so nice to look back when it is all done and just think about how much it has changed in a relatively short amount of time, really. I mean, I know you said the rebrand kind of leading up to going public took a while, but just the amount of things that you guys have been able to do, even this season, has been awesome. So it'll be really exciting for you guys that are so close to it to look back and see all the new things. So, is there anything else that we didn't touch on that you guys want to make sure we mention before we wrap up?
Do you want to talk about our concerts?
Yeah, we can talk about those. So we're actually going to be having a concert series. We're going to have 2 acts back-to-back nights. They're going to be on October 9th and 10th, I believe. Yep, October 9th and 10th. So the first night we'll have a Taylor Swift cover artist perform at the stadium. It'll be one of the first concerts we've held at the stadium. Maybe the first one it's in your time, at least 10 plus years probably.
I think it's the first one ever, to be completely honest.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's exciting for that aspect of it. So yeah, for that Friday night we'll have Taylor Swift cover artist perform. Tickets are as low as $20 is the most expensive ticket. We also have some like meet and greet opportunities, so you get to meet the fake Taylor Swift. And then the following night we actually have a Zach Brown tribute band. So same thing, tickets are going to be about $20. Field level as well as on the concourse seating. So yeah, feel free to give us a call, or their tickets are available online as well. But yeah, we're really excited about the concert series on October 9th and 10th. Like I said, it's a Zach Bryan tribute band as well as a Taylor Swift tribute artist as well.
That's going to be awesome. That'll be so fun just to test out something new.
Oh yeah, and the thing too is it's very affordable. That's what one of the things we really wanted to push for on the concert was make it super affordable for folks. Just get them out there, have a good time, get them used to coming out to the ballpark for something not a baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's kind of where we're looking to in the future, try to build the business as like we had mentioned for the Sky Deck, different company parties, Christmas parties.
Mm-hmm.
We're definitely looking to kind of grow the business as far as how can we get people out to the ballpark, not for baseball, but for other opportunities, concerts, Christmas parties, gatherings, you name it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one of the big goals going into the off season as well as the future.
Awesome. All right. Is there anything else you want to add to?
No, I'm all good.
Okay, perfect. So to wrap up, just tell us the best way to keep up with everything you have going on, how to get in touch with you, things like that.
Yeah, so I mean, the best way to follow us would be on social media, HC Howlers at HC Howlers. We're on X, Instagram. I think we just got a TikTok recently.
Nice.
Oh, good old Facebook.
Yeah, classic Facebook. But yeah, you can stop by the office. We're usually in the office Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Feel free to stop by, see us. You want to take a look at the ballpark? We'd love to show you around some of the new different spaces we have going on, see some construction. So yeah, definitely social media or just come on by the ballpark. Best way to keep in touch with us.
Perfect. That sounds awesome. Well, thank you guys again for joining us this morning, and we'll look forward to doing it again next year.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Hila.
You're listening to Not Just Buildings, hosted by the Bedford Area Chamber of Commerce and produced by Media Squatch. There are so many great people working together to make the Bedford area a great place to live, work, and do business, and we hope that by telling their stories, our listeners are able to become more connected to our community. After all, there are so many hidden gems, services, resources, and amazing opportunities just waiting to be seized right here in the area of Bedford, Virginia. If you like this interview, I have great news for you. New episodes come out every week, and we have lots of episodes for you to catch up on in the meantime. Episodes are available on Media Squatch Plus, as well as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, our weekly newsletter, Facebook and website, and anywhere else you can find podcasts. If you want to learn more about us at the Chamber, we encourage you to check out our website, bedfordareachamber.com, or give us a call at 540-586-9401. Thanks so much for listening, and keep an ear out for the next episode of Not Just Buildings.